What is going on, Fixed Point crew? Good to see all of you with us today. If you are joining us online for the first time, I would love to know where you're watching from today, because we're about to jump into some pretty cool content today, really covering how to get started if you are new to selling things on Etsy. I'm super excited that we are back live, my friends, because it's been a while since I jumped on this channel to go live. However, I believe that going live is great because you have a way to connect with me, but also we as a community have a way to talk about, converse, go over some things in regards to our Etsy business. Maybe if you're just new to getting started and you just don't know how to actually begin, then you can circle yourself around a community of people just like you, who's all learning together. I love to see where you're watching from this morning or today. I'm going to shout out the chat a little bit so we know where we are and where we're watching from. Again, if you have a question, then I would encourage you to go ahead and put that down in the description box below, as well as in the chat on the side, so that we can get to everybody's questions. If you have anything you want to bring up, please let me know, because again, our whole goal is to help you stay motivated, help you get started, help you actually learn how to create passive income online. So I do want to give some time to the chat today. I want to say hello to Capri hanging out with us today. She has a great question about graphics and how to make sure those things are not getting stolen. And so we definitely going to cover that. Love that she's shouting out because it's me she's watching. So that's so pretty cool. Good to have you with us, Capri. So many folks joining us online today. Shamvel is joining us as well from India. Super excited that you are here. Just want to give some love to the chat today. Sable's watching from Ohio. So glad Sable's with us today. Again, if you have your question, let me know by just typing in your question in the chat on the side. Our goal today is to cover some specific things regarding how to get started selling on Etsy. And therefore, if you have a question, we would definitely take care of that. So make sure you leave your question in the chat below or on the side, wherever you're watching from. If you're new to this whole entire channel, my friends, and you might be new to me and what my channel is about, I am a firm believer that you should always let people know where you're coming from so they know what to get from you. My name is Jay, and I am the creator of Fixed Point Marketing, and it is my goal to help 1,000 people reach their first $1,000 in sales online. And my content is a content of purpose where I focus on creators content that can help you as a beginner learn step by step how to actually take advantage of this digital space that we have. I call it this digital real estate that we have, because you can actually create a digital income. That means you can make money from the things you create at home that can actually take over your full-time income at your job. And so my content here is to break this down step by step, line by line, area by area, so that you can know from a beginner standpoint how to create digital products that can generate for you passive income online. And my audience here, again, is for a beginner. So if you're a seasoned Etsy seller, maybe you've been online selling things for a while, then maybe my content is not more geared towards you. However, if you are that person that's new, you started out selling things online, you haven't really gotten things sold, you didn't really get any traction, maybe you find yourself on the edge of wanting to start, but then some things came up that pushed you away, maybe you're not necessarily sold on, is it possible to make passive income online with Etsy, or just passive income online just in general, then I'm talking to you today, because my goal here is to help you. That's my goal. Super shout out to Sable, who gave a super chat. So thankful for that. Again, all these things I don't look for, but when you drop them in the chat, I am just forever grateful, because I know that the content is valuable, and you are showing me that by giving a super chat. Again, it's not required, but it is that little touch that I recognize you, and I thank you so much, Sable, for doing that. Romaine is watching today from where are you watching today from, Romaine? Romaine has a question. Get your question on the screen so we can read it together. Says, do you have the designs yourself, or do you have a VA doing it? Again, we'll definitely take care of all those things. Having a VA, you guys don't know, a VA is a virtual assistant. I personally right now do all my designs for my products. However, I'm in the works of hiring someone to help me actually not more so create, but I want to speed up that time of how I'm able to list products, because I have created a system where I'm able to create about 10 to 20 digital products in one day. So my problem, not necessarily right now in my business, is creating products, is more so going through that process of listing things. So to answer your question, I'm in that process right now of looking for someone to help me actually list products, so that the things I already have, I'm like back order right now. I got tons of products already made, but they're not listed, and that's my area of focus. So love your question. Let's go ahead and jump in today, my friends, because I know your time is precious, so I don't want to spend too much time here. Again, I have My goal here is to teach you how to create passive income online. I have personally done this myself. I have personally grew an online business where I'm able to make passive income right now on Wix. I'm able to actually create a passive income stream for me where I'm able to make hundreds of sales, and I do mean hundreds of sales on my Wix store that I learned primarily from my Etsy shop. And so these are just a quick screenshot of how I'm able to make passive income online by selling my digital products from Wix. But here's the point I want to make today. I was not able to get to this place selling products on Wix until I first started how to sell my digital products on Etsy. And that's why this channel is focused on how do I sell products on Etsy. When I began to learn how to sell my products on Etsy, Etsy was a great training ground. I'll block out the customer info so we don't go into any privacy mode. But the reason why I'm showing you this is because I want you to know that it's possible. I was able to learn how to make passive income from Etsy. Etsy was a great ground for me to learn how to speak to customers, how to create digital products. And I took all those things that I learned to generate in a passive income business, a digital passive income business on Wix that's generating for me passive income today. That means I'm waking up to sales from work that I did previously in the past. And specifically on my personal Wix store, the last digital product I created on my Wix store was about a year and a half ago. Okay, and I'm still making passive income online. I'm not here to brag, but I'm just sharing with you that it's possible for you to make income online. Romaine says, I'm watching from Los Angeles today. So glad that you're with us. Thank you for shouting out where you're watching from. Let's jump in, my friends, because our whole focus today is, okay, cool, Jay, that's your sales, right? That's what you got going on. Great, clap for you. But the question is, how can I get to that space? And maybe, again, if you're new to selling digital products online with Etsy, maybe you haven't even begun to open up your shop. Maybe you're on the edge of starting, but you're a little fearful because you don't know where to begin. This dedicated training is focused on how to start. Come on, say that with me. How to start. And we're going to go over 5 essential places where you need to learn the basics in order for you to start. And number 6, I'm going to share with you my top secret strategy. Just one top secret strategy that can turn views into sales, turns favorites into sales, that will help you get your products sold. I'm going to share with you, if you stay to the end of this video, my number 1 secret of getting consistent sales online with Etsy. If you're in the chat today and you're ready to go ahead and get started, let me know by putting a big giant yes, because we are going to jump in. Again, I know your time is precious, so I want to go ahead and move forward. Our first thing that we're going to deal with, well, is what is Etsy, right? What is Etsy? How do I sell on it? How can I make passive income? How can I begin to generate money for me where I don't have to show up to a 9-to-5 job to actually generate an income? How do I get there? What is Etsy? I'm so glad you asked. Well, Etsy is a place where you are able to create and sell different type of products. That means you are able to sell digital products as well as physical products, as well as a service. And so what's pretty cool about Etsy, and I'm sorry that my words are small here, but hang on with me. Etsy is a search-based marketplace. Now, we know marketplaces, right? Like Amazon, maybe your local Walmart have an online, right, area for you to shop. And so that online space is a marketplace. A marketplace basically means I'm able to buy certain things in a large area from different sellers. And so what's pretty cool about Etsy is that Etsy is a marketplace, but catch this now, it is a search-based marketplace. This is so huge because unlike Wix or unlike Shopify, you have to bring traffic to your personal website, right? That's where you have to get an email list. You got to gain some type of following. You got to have somebody who already know about you to buy from you. What's pretty cool about Etsy, however, it is a search-based platform. That means people come into the marketplace and they look for products. And Etsy is a place where you can sell physical and digital products. That means shoppers can search for specific products and find those items based upon their search phrase, kind of like Amazon, right? You go on Amazon.com, you search up certain things you need for your house, maybe for a birthday party, and whatever comes up, that's what you purchase. Well, Amazon don't own all those products. There are hundreds, if not thousands, quite sure it's thousands by now, thousands of sellers on Amazon that's creating products that will get found in the search bar. Now, what's pretty cool about Amazon now, that Etsy been for a while, is that Amazon actually allow you to create digital products. But the pretty cool thing about Etsy is that Etsy been in that space a long time ago. And so you can actually create digital products that you can actually sell online. And we're going to talk about how to get started with that. So in short, Etsy platform takes care of the messaging. It takes care of the uploads. It takes care of the ads, take care of the coupons, take care of all the sales in the cart, as well as the payout to you. Unlike other platforms where you have to add extensions or add some type of variation to your website or to your Shopify account, everything is done on the platform Etsy for you to actually be a full-time digital-based business, right? For you to be a full-time digital-based business. Now, you might say, cool, thank you so much for that dialogue of what is Etsy. You might be asking, well, why does that matter? Well, this should matter to you because of these benefits. Hang on with me, because we're just talking about why you need to start on Etsy. Maybe you've been on that edge and trying to figure out, is this even a place for me to sell? My encouragement to you in today's video is, yes, it is a place to sell. Let's start moving our feet and start selling. Here's the benefits of why I believe as a beginner, you need to start selling right now on Etsy is this. You don't have to worry about paid ads from Facebook. Sorry about the K, it's not on there, but I think you can follow with me. You don't have to worry about Facebook ads, right? Facebook ads, learning that space, trying to figure out how to do that, get people to your personal store. You had to spend all this money. You don't have to worry about spending time learning Facebook ads. Can somebody say yay to that? Number two, you don't have to build a website. You don't have to pay thousands of dollars for your website to be built and then have a hosting where you pay monthly for you just to be in a space that's not necessarily guaranteed for you to make money. Again, the power of selling on Etsy is I don't have to build a website. Number three, I don't need social media followers for me to actually make sales, right? I don't need a large social media following on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest. I don't need a large following just to make a sale. I don't even need an email list to drive sales. If you ever saw anything online, maybe you heard about business, then the power of an email list is strong. However, as a beginner, you may not have a list. You may not have people on your list. So you need to sell in a space where people can find you organically. Getting any likes or getting any value, leave a like on today's video. If you have any questions, let me know by leaving it in the chat, because we're going to deal with those questions in a minute. Here's the benefit for you. You don't have to worry about paying a monthly subscription like on Shopify, like on Wix, like on any other platform you may have where you are getting hosting, because everything you need is on the platform. And here's the overall point. People are already coming to Etsy. Therefore, they are able to find you instantly. That's the point, right? People are already coming to Etsy. Therefore, they are able to find you instantly. iPhone 11 says, are you selling the same products on both Etsy and Wix? The answer is no. I'm selling different products on my Wix store, and I'm selling different products on my Etsy shop. And the reason is because I found a market that is untouched, that I really drove sales to on my personal Wix shop. So, however, here's the goal I just want to share with you at the end of this video is that the things I'm teaching you in today's video, these foundational steps, and we're just talking about foundational things, these foundational steps actually taught me how to sell well on my personal Wix shop. And so it's not even more so what I'm selling, but it's learning the strategies, the tips, the value proposition you can give to your customer so that you can actually make profit. So again, it's not this secret product that I'm selling. You can find my product anywhere, but it's learning these foundational steps to show your shoppers why they need to check out with you. And hopefully, I can share with you some of those foundational steps today. That's the goal. Sable says, yay, social media and email list break. I feel you. I hear you. It's a good thing to build up, but we all need to break sometime. Let's go ahead and jump in. Here's the point I want to share with you today. Hopefully this can be an aha moment, because this is an opportunity you have to actually change some financial things for you. I wouldn't say that if it's not true. I hope you hear my sincerity and my belief. Here it is. Do you understand that you can start now on Etsy for free and list your first digital product for 20 cents. Okay. Think about those who have, saved all their dollars just to rent out a space in downtown in your city, just to sell a particular good. And they opened up their store, grand opening, and didn't get a sale or a profit in their pocket until a year went by. That's a lot of money up front. Most people who watch my videos, there's a common question that comes up is, okay, how much capital do I need to start this business, right? If you're telling me I can make thousands of dollars online by doing nothing, how much capital do I need? And the answer is 20 cents, right? 20 cents can actually be your investment to start an online business. And here's the kicker. And if you follow all of my steps in my videos, this could actually become a passive income stream where you are able to make this money on autopilot. I have done that myself, and I'm not no one special. There's many people who have done that. Great YouTubers online, great YouTube Etsy coaches who would tell you the same exact thing. The point here is you want to get started. Don't allow fear to keep you from getting started. I want to give you the confidence to know the basic foundations of what Etsy is and how to sell on it, so you can take that information and just start. Now, can I guarantee you that you're going to make $5,000 by the end of the month? No, I can almost guarantee you that's not going to happen. However, can I guarantee you that if you take these steps and apply these steps I'm teaching you, you can actually list your first digital product on Etsy? The answer is yes. And when you list your first one, it will help you list your second one, your third and fourth and fifth one. And now you have digital real estate. Okay, you have digital real estate in the Etsy market where somebody can find you. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to gain free, well, I say free, but it's 20 cents digital real estate that you can actually make passive income online. Come on, if you are excited, let's go ahead and jump in to our next point here, which is the good stuff, I believe, the good stuff, because this is why you're here. You're like, okay, cool, but how do I get started? So glad that you're asked. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat. If you have any aha moments, let me know by hitting a like on today's video. But here's the point. You may be asking, okay, cool, but how do I find products to sell? That is a great question to ask. However, most of the times people rush to what products to create, and they don't spend time on what I'm about to share with you in a little bit, because in short, it's going to be easy to find what can sell if you already know what you want to sell. That might seem like a puzzle of words, but I'm going to share with you this thought right now. Here's the overall point that we understand from Etsy. I believe out of all the products you can sell, physical products, digital products, and we're going to talk about 4 products you can create. Here's the point that I want to make. You need to focus on creating a digital product-based business, because Etsy allows sellers to sell digital products to customers that can be delivered as an instant download. That means the moment someone purchases your product, they get it delivered within seconds. And if you know anything about shopping on Amazon, maybe you purchase some things in your personal online shops that you go for. How many of you would like your product to show up 30 days from now? Right? No one. I don't want that to happen. I want my product as quickly as possible, and hopefully they can be kind enough to give me a discount on shipping. If anything, free shipping. And if you know the concept and the business strategy of Amazon, their entire goal was we have to get the shipping time down, because the quicker we can ship the product to the customer, the quicker we can have customer satisfaction. In short, shipping time is tied to customer satisfaction. The quicker they can get it in their hands, the more happier they are. Here's the point I want to share with you. People have been conditioned that I'm happier when I get my product now. How much more happier, if I can say that, do you think people would be when they buy a digital product that they believe is valuable for their business, for their birthday party, for their anniversary, for their Christmas, for their wedding, and they get it, here it is, instantly. They get it instantly. This is why I believe the best business you should start is a digital product-based business. I see your chats that we're going to talk about in a little bit, but here's the 4 quadrants. Quadrants. Yes. Here's the 4 things that we typically see sold on Etsy. Again, forgive me if my wording is small. Hang in with me. If you can't see it, I'll try to read it for you. There are 4 types of products sold on Etsy. First of all, physical handcrafted products, right? Etsy was known in the beginning of the day to target those who want personalized handcrafted items. Now they, from this point on, have ventured off into other areas that really benefit us as sellers. And they moved over to, well, not only will I offer you to sell physical handcrafted products, your mugs, well, your wood carvings, your anniversary table sets, all those handcrafted items, you can now sell print on demand products, which I believe is kind of halfway between digital as well as physical, because print on demand means I don't have to touch a shirt. I don't have to touch a mug. I don't have to touch a physical product. I have a print partner to do that for me, but I just sit and design the products and use my strategies to sell them. So you can actually create print on demand products. I'm personally doing that now. You can create digital products as well as printables. I'm doing that myself now. And you can do service-based products where people do a lot of coaching services on Etsy, Etsy shop reviews, business, coaching sessions and stuff like that. I believe that's not necessarily ideal for Etsy. I believe there's other platforms where you can able to excel greater in that space. However, because there's such a low startup cost with Etsy, it's just quicker and easier to put your service products on there. Here's the overall point though. Understanding where you want to sell is not the question, because the question that keeps people from starting is, what should I sell? You may be asking, okay, what quadrant should I sell in? And I don't want you to start here. I don't want you to start in the quadrants. I want you to start with what matters most to you. This is what I'm talking about, getting clarity. I want you to start with what's most valuable and matters to you. Let's talk first. Can we please just go a little bit deeper? Can you and I go a little bit deeper? Because I feel like the reason why, maybe if you're on this side of the fence, maybe the reason why you haven't got started yet is because you're searching for everybody's success story without, and I say this kindly, without building out your journey where you can say and talk about your own story. There's so many things that can sell, right? I'm about to show you 5 products that makes thousands of dollars, and they're all in several different niches. The point is, it doesn't matter what you sell if you don't focus on what you want to sell. Now, we're going to talk about this in a minute. But the whole point is, there are 2 major things I want you to think about before you ask the question, what should I sell? Let's deal with these 2 questions. Here it is. 2 questions I want you to ask is, what is my passion and what's proven? Right? What is my passion and what's proven? These 2 questions, asking these 2 questions will help give you more clarity and more focus on what you want to sell. And there's a reason why. There are 2 major things I want you to think about. What is your passion? What is your skill set? What do you already know? Come on, Sable says, preach. Come on. What is your passion? What is your skill set? What do you already know? And how can you combine that? How can I combine my passion with what is already proven? Okay. Now, if you try to take these 2 things and isolate them, then you won't have a happy marriage. You won't have any profit. You won't get anywhere. Here's the reason why. As I go to my slide, here's the reason why. If you're just driven by passion for your product, here's the problem, right? The problem with passion only based products is no one may buy what you create. So you are creating with no potential to make a profit, right? You enjoy it. You love creating it. That's what we call a hobby, but we're not trying to create a hobby. We're trying to create a profitable business with Etsy. And so if you only create what your passion is, then you have a potential of not making a profit. Why? Because people may not necessarily want what you are passionate about. However, if you live on the other side of the fence and just follow what's proven, here's the problem with that case. The problem with following what's proven in the market is, okay, yes, it can make you a lot of profit. There's no doubt about that. Okay, let's just be real. There's no doubt about that. People jump on Etsy all the time, follow what's trending, and they make a profit. There's no doubt about that. However, it won't be sustainable. Your profit won't be sustainable because you do not enjoy the products you are creating. If that's the case, you could have stayed at the toxic environment that you left, because even though you were making good money, talking hypothetically of that person who quit their job because they could not stand the environment, if it was all about making a quick dollar, you would have stayed in a place that was toxic. However, we all know that we excel best around what we enjoy. Here's the point I want to give to you. I want you to jot this down, take a screenshot of this. Maybe this can guide you throughout your journey. Here's the point. Those who find purpose and joy in what they create find themselves remaining, growing, prospering further and faster than others, because business is up and down. You're going to have moments where you're selling. You're going to have moments where you're getting consistent sales every day. Then you're not going to get sales. You figure out what's going on, scratching your head. It's okay to pivot. But if you only focus on profit, you're not going to be successful. If you only focus on creating what you're passionate about and not tying that in with what other people are passionate about, then you're not going to be successful. So I want you to hang on to this. Those who find purpose and joy in what they create find themselves remaining, growing, prospering further and faster than others. Getting any value from that, let me know. Love to hear you from the chat down below. Trying to see why we don't have any updates on my chat, but that's okay. I see your chat here. And so I would definitely get to that. His overall point is that you want to combine, here's the overall point. You want to combine your passion with what is proven, right? What is the point? What is better? You want to combine your passion with what is proven and start there. Notice I said start there. This whole online training, this webinar, this free course is about how to start. And the goal is you want to start in a place where you actually can profit, but profit only comes when you're able to sustain and remain in a place where you're working. So combine your passion, right? Combine your passion with what is proven and start there. Yes, throughout your journey, you may have to pivot. You may have to change some things. You probably got to create some things that you may not necessarily be happy about. However, that one product can actually guide people to what you are passionate about. The whole point is start there, because throughout your business journey, you will have plenty of moments to pivot, right? You will have plenty of moments to pivot. But the best place to start, and that's our focus today, the best place to start is to combine your passion with what is proven. Getting any value, let me know by hitting a like. If that's speaking to you today, I know I'm speaking to somebody today. If that's giving you encouragement, if that's giving you affirmation that, okay, wow, you know what? I was tackling some things I just didn't have any energy, motivation to even complete. Thank you for giving me the permission to create what I want. Let me just align with what I like with what is proven. You already have permission, but if I have to verbally encourage you, then that's why I'm here. You can create what you're passionate about, but my encouragement is create it in a space that's proven to sell. Let's shout out the chat very quickly here. Somebody said, I just purchased a PC and ready to get started. Just nervous about getting my first sale in such a saturated market. We'll talk about how to sell in a saturated market. Just a little quick note about that. Saturation only tells me things are selling. Saturation doesn't mean I can't sell there. It just shows me I have to use some strategies and then identify some critical areas for me to stand out. But saturation only tells me, wow, that's proven to sell. Wizzy, hopefully I'm saying your name right, says, what if I don't have any design skills? Then if you checked out my recent video, I teach you how to use Creative Fabrica. It's a space where great designers go to create digital products. You can actually take already designed digital products like from Creative Fabrica, take those designs, alter them, change them, make them your own, and list them, and you literally just have an amazing digital product listed, not because you created it from scratch, but because you utilize resources that's available for you. Matter of fact, if you want to check out Creative Fabrica, check out, I will post it in my link here at the end, but you can actually get over 5 million digital products for $1 for your first month if you want to sell in that space. But I have a video covering exactly how I take a product that was already made, how I change it to my own, how I'm selling it in my shop. So great question there. Somebody said, yeah, you're right. Pinklington says, yes, you're right. The woman who doesn't exist, but you exist to me, says that is so true. Facts. So glad you guys are getting value from that. Yes, Creative Fabrica and Creative Market is in that same space. So true about that. Somebody said that's what's stopping me from selling on Etsy. I was making things that wasn't enjoyable for me. This course is right on time. So happy that was right on time for you. iPhone 11 says, now I have some homework to do. Have to go back to the drawing board and figure out what is truly my passion all about. Definitely, because once you identify your passion, then it's very easy to find out, okay, what I can sell now. So let's talk about this. Let's move on. Your time is precious. We got a lot of things to cover. I want you to hang on here. I also want to be very clear that this live training is just giving you the surface level content. I'm coming out with a mini course very shortly that's going to go deeper into how I do this. So every point I'm giving you, I actually have a demo coming in my mini course. So the stuff I'm sharing with you, it might seem one hand full, one hand empty. It's because I want to value your time and not go too deep and not lose anyone. So this whole purpose of these slides is just to show you how to start. Whew, with that being said, are you ready to jump in? I am. Thank you so much, Wizzy, for that encouragement. I appreciate it. So here's the point, right? Here's the point. Learning how to do these two things can make a difference in your shop. Yes, I got to combine what I'm passionate about with what's proven. I have a journal coming out, 30 steps to identifying your passion with your Etsy products. That's going to help you identify what you're passionate about. I got that coming out very shortly. Here's the part that we're going to deal with. We're going to deal with what is proven. We're going to deal with what is proven. Two things we know that can determine where we need to create. We have to identify what is proven in the marketplace, find a proven product, and make sure that product is searchable. How can people find me? They have to find me through search words they put in. And so if you master, after your passion, searching your journey, if you master these two things, okay, I have to identify what's proven in the market, find a proven product, and then number two, I have to find searchable keywords so that when someone search up this, they can find me. If you master these two things, then you'll be on your way to making your first $1,000 online. I have done that personally myself in multiple areas, just not with Etsy. And so if you ever question if it's possible, I'm here to tell you it is. Let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so the question is, okay, first one is, how can I find winning products? If the first stage to making passive income online as a beginner is I have to find a proven product, then the question is, how do I find what's proven to sell? We're going to talk about the orange today, finding what products are proven to sell. Alyssa says, great for the course. I want to see the system all in one flow. Then this video is for you. Thanks so much for joining us. Getting any value, let me know by hitting that like button for me, and let me know by leaving a comment or a question that we can talk about in a little bit here. But let's keep moving on, my friends, because your time is precious. Here it is. How to find winning products. Well, here it is. Knowing what products are selling right now on the Etsy marketplace, right, on Etsy, can help you create and design products that customers are already likely to purchase. And again, the overall goal here is that you want to identify what people want before you create it, right? In your passion, go to products that are proven to sell, and you want to identify things that are already proven to sell. And I'm gonna share with you how to do that in 3 easy steps. Here's the overall point though. Before you create a product, it's important for you to make sure there is a market for that product. In other words, you want to make sure it has sold before, so you can actually spend your time creating things you know have a high potential of making sales for you. Now, there's so many people that create products, hundreds of products, and they do no product research, and they shake their head. They figure out, is Etsy broken? I'm gonna come out with a video next week. Is Etsy broken? It's not broken. You may not necessarily be applying the proper tips and strategies to actually win. Here's the point. One of the easiest ways to do this is to search for products on Etsy and determine 3 things, just 3 things. That's it. 3 things before you create your next product. Here are the 3 things I want you to think about. If you want to screenshot this, go right ahead. These 3 things will help you create a product that's proven to sell. Number 1, find bestsellers. Number 2, make sure that's high engagement. Number 3, as a new seller, make sure that it's in a low competitive space. Now, that last one we can talk about a little bit, because I believe you can sell in a high competitive space if you are using the proper strategies and tips I teach you on my channel. However, as the surface level content, I always believe your first sale is the best sale, because your first sale lets you know that it's possible, right? The first sale is the best sale because that first sale lets you know that it's possible. So let's go ahead and jump in real quick. Bestsellers. What is a bestseller? Well, bestsellers are products that Etsy put a badge on to let shoppers know this is selling multiple times. So anytime you go in Etsy and you see this little bestsellers badge right here, then that's letting the people know, shoppers know, this has sold multiple times. And so I want to learn from bestsellers. Do you find several bestsellers in your product niche that you type in? You got to identify, do you find bestsellers? Number 2, you want to make sure that these products are high engagement. That means shoppers are favoriting these items, favorites anything above 100, and you have to identify what is the average for your niche. In this case, I was doing this niche, digital planners. Well, this was PowerPoint presentations, and so for this niche, the average favorite was about 100 sales, and so 100 favorites. So I know anything that has 100 favorites, because the competition is so low, that's going to sell. So the whole point of here is find a best-selling item, identify the level of engagement. You can do that by scrolling all the way down to the bottom of the listing page on Etsy. So you found a product, you go all the way down to the bottom, and it shows you, Etsy will show you this little tab, and it will show you the last date it was relisted. That means somebody just purchased this recently, and it'll show you the number of favorites. Let's keep moving on. Now, this is where you want to spend some time also. You want to identify, well, is this a space that's in a high competitive area? Because the more the more competition you have, the more people you have to compete with. However, again, we can talk about how to overcome competitive spaces, but the whole point of here is you want to find a product in a low competitive space. That means how many search results come up for that particular product. Let's keep moving on. So how do we do this, right? Okay, great. You showed me what to look for, but how do I even know what to look for? Well, an easy way to find products is to go into the Etsy search bar and to let Etsy autofill for you. They will show you other potential products that will be great for you to target. Now, take my example here. You can go into to the Etsy search bar, type in whatever your passion, your product is that you want to explore. For my case, PowerPoint template. That's what I put in. But after PowerPoint template, Etsy will auto-populate for you what is actually popping up in the search results. And whatever is at the top will show you what people are more inclined to look up. The higher the search volume, the closer it'll be to the top of the search list. The lower the search volume, the lower it will be on the list. You can do this right now. You can type in whatever phrase or product you want to search or discover, and then let Etsy show you the other things, the other search phrases that are tied to that. Why is this so important? Because I want to identify what is already being searched up, what is already being sold. And again, I go back to my 3 areas. As I search up a particular product, I go back in my area and I identify, okay, is this a space that I find bestsellers? Are they in a high engagement area? Are they getting a lot of favorites? And are they in a low competitive space? Low competitive space. This is the point that we're going to talk about today is, okay, that's great. But you may be asking, once I found a product, how can I create that product? Right? If you found a product you want to create in, you found a particular area where you feel like there's low competition and it's a great place for you to start selling. After you went through that moment of discovery, then you might be saying, okay, what's the next step? Again, this whole entire video training is how to get started. I find products that are proven to sell. I go to the next space. I start creating a product of my own. I don't copy those bestsellers. I gain information as well as inspiration to create my own market, my own product in a proven market. I'm bringing something new in the marketplace. So let's talk about this. Thank you so much to the woman who doesn't exist, but you exist to me. Says, I steered away from my passion and made no sales. And that's what I'm hopefully giving you encouragement today. Passion tied with what's proven can actually help you create a business you enjoy. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. Here it is, what you need to create and sell, what you need to get started. 2 things, Etsy and Canva. We're just gonna talk about Etsy and Canva today. So you can create digital products with Canva and sell your Canva designs on Etsy. Again, I have videos on my channel all about how to create Canva templates, how to list them on Etsy, and how to get your product seen. But however, you might be saying, okay, what are some examples of some products that are proven to sell? These things I'm going to share with you are products that are selling in a low competitive space. This slide is just to give you some quick things to discover, and you can begin to explore in those areas. So there are 5 products that you should sell right now in 2022 if you are a beginner. And here it is. This is what I have done. I found products in niches that are selling. I did my product research. I found products in niches that are already selling. And so again, use the best selling products in low competitive spaces to guide your next products to create. Notice we talked about identifying before we create it. We want to identify our passions, identify what is proven, and then create. Here are some examples. If you watch my videos, then you've probably seen this slide before. If not, let me share it with you. This is my quick guide of showing you what you should sell as a beginner. This little bar here at the top is showing you the number of sales this particular item has and the amount of revenue, of the amount of money, dollar signs, this product generated. This is why it's so cool to sell on Etsy. One product can get you $1,000. I have done that myself on several occasions where one product was able to generate for me $1,000, just one product alone. And so here's the point. Where should you sell? What product should you create? What should you go back to the drawing board and start discovering and getting into? What Canva is Think about creating certificate of completions. This is great. This is where I started off with Etsy and how I was able to get a bestseller for something that I didn't have no clue what a bestseller was, because I was just new to Etsy. I didn't know. But you want to find things that's proven to sell in a low competitive space. Again, 157 sales, made over $1,000. Let's go to our next one. What's proven to sell? Just give you guys some quick examples of where you need to spend your time. How about this one? Birthday invitations. We have 288 sales for this invitation. This one product that probably spent maybe say 20 minutes, 30 minutes to create, and 30 minutes of work generated for them over $1,000. Why? Because digital products went well. Now, what's pretty cool about revenue is with this product is when it's a digital product, most likely they get all the revenue if it's not ran on ads, as opposed to you selling a physical product. For you to sell a physical product, the revenue you get is not what goes in your pocket. If I sold a mug, well, I have to buy that mug. I have to spend money on printing that mug. I got to spend money on shipping out that mug and making sure that it gets to the customer on time. Well, before I get any profit, I got to go through my expenses. And so I might have made $1,000 with the mug, but realistically, what did I take home as my profit? Because I have product costs. What's pretty cool about digital products is you don't have product cost, right? Print on demand right now is known to have between 20 to 35% profit margins. That means take 25 and 30% off of 1,000. What do you get? Well, not $1,000. However, if you sell a digital product, you take all that money home with you, because the cost of making that product was, okay, and an account with Canva to create digital products. You can start for 30 days for free. Check out my link. And after that, it's only cost $12, but you can make multiple products with just $12, 20 cents to list. The whole point here, you take home about $1,050 for this person if they didn't run ads. And so you take more profit home with digital product, very high margins, 90 percentile margins. What else can you sell as a beginner on Etsy? Just giving you guys some ideas of where you can start creating. Wedding invitations. Again, this one product sells for $12.30. They're doing a little tip I'm going to share with you at the end. If you guys know me, then you know what I'm talking about. They sold about 400 products, and guess what? They made almost $5,000 from a digital product. Now, I'm going to share with you my other videos how you can rank in a saturated market like wedding invitations. But the whole point in here is if somebody has done it, I can do it too. And so we can do this together. Thank you so much for that wonderful comment. Look at these beautiful fonts and those animations. Thank you so much. And again, these are things you can do that we're showing you on the screen. Look at this one, Small Business Planner. It's a bestseller, selling for $4, sold 277 times. However, this product made $1,000. Just giving you some examples before we move on. Here's my next one, right? Real estate templates. Real estate template sold for $12, and it made almost $10,000 off one product. It says it has 100 posts. I'm quite sure they got some help from Fiverr to create those posts. However, could you imagine just spending one day on a product and it has the potential to make you $10,000, more than $10,000 for the course of that life of that product? The potential is outstanding if you know where to start. Let's keep moving on, my friends. Your time is precious. Time is precious. Here's the point that I want to bring to you. Knowing what to sell is half the battle. Knowing how to get found is where you're able to make money, right? Knowing what products to sell is half the battle. Knowing what products or how to get your products found in search is where you're able to make some income. We're going to end here because this is where I want you to take some homework home and start getting started. I've given you everything you need to be successful. The next point in here is how to find winning keywords. Now, you say, Jay, why are keywords important? Again, I'm just giving you surface level understanding to how to start on Etsy. I got to find my passion. I got to find a product that's proven to sell. And I got to learn what keywords are. Those three things. That's it. Your passion, proven product, and how to be found. Those three things. Your passion, a proven product, and how to be found. Those three things. You master those three things. You can be just like all these folks we see on the screen. Okay. You can be just like these folks all on the screen. Here it is. Keywords are the words. So what are keywords, right? Okay, because Etsy is a search-based platform. That means people can find me based upon what they search up. So what are keywords? Keywords are the key to getting your product ranked in Etsy search, and using keywords that are high in search volume and low in competition will help you rank your new product in search so shoppers can find them and potentially buy them. In short, if no one can find you, nobody can buy from you. And so you might say, okay, Jay, how do I find keywords? Why does keywords matter? Here's the point I want to bring to you in regards to keywords. You have to identify keywords. That's the main thing. This main way is how people can view your Etsy products. If no one can find you, no one can buy from you. And the overall goal here is that you want people to find you. Again, you want to use what people are searching for and then use that in your product, right? Use what people are already searching for and use that same phrase in your product. Using Etsy search and looking at the other titles of bestsellers will help you identify products that are highly searched. Etsy will show you in the search bar popular keywords that are being typed in. Here's my 3 words I want you to do. Follow their trends, right? Follow their trends. Don't go and try to say, no, somebody's going to say this when they type up this product, and therefore that's how I'm going to title my products. That's not what you should do. Go with what is proven. All this is talking about data. So you might say, Jay, how do I find keywords that are proven to get views? Here it is. It's on Etsy. It is all on Etsy. Here it is. You type in one word. What's my one word? Template. And if you notice, as I typed in template, Etsy showed all the other search phrases people are searching for. Again, this is that work. This is that step that many people don't want to do. They love creating, they love designing, but they don't want to do the work that makes the difference. Here's the work that makes the difference, my friend. Go into Etsy, type in the first word of your niche, and allow Etsy to fill in the space. And even if I put template Canva space, Etsy will show me what's next. And I can hit A, and they'll show me things related to A for that product. I can hit B all the way down the alphabet. The point here is I want to find what keywords are there, not make up keywords on my own. If you're getting any value from today's video, let me know. Here's the overall point here, my friends, I want to share with you before we close today. Here's the point I want to share with you because I don't want to overwhelm you. Using these high searchable keywords is important because that's the main way you are going to drive traffic to your new Etsy listings. Now, I'm going to share with you a little bonus at the end. I'm about to come up to that bonus right now. But this is the main way for you to drive traffic to your Etsy listings. And here are some things I want you to consider when you are doing your keyword research. Here's some things I want you to take away when you do your keyword research. How do you know? How do I know, Jay, if this is a keyword I need to focus on? Well, there's a couple things I want you to consider. Here it is. Number 1, search volume. Use keywords that are searched often on Etsy. How many people have that phrase in their, how many best-selling products have that phrase in their title? That's what I want to say. How many best-selling products have that phrase in their title? Okay, that's number 1. Relevancy. Is that product, is that search phrase matching my product? Now, you'll hear a lot of people say, hey, just copy that title and plug it into your product. Well, that's where you get a lot of views, but low conversions because you copied best mom mug shirt, but then you have a giraffe on your shirt. Okay, that was a best-selling title for that best-selling product because that best-selling product actually has a cat mug on that shirt. Is your title relevant to your product? Again, you want to make sure you're using keywords that relate to your product. When people search, they want to find what they're searching for. And I teach you on my other videos how you need to lead with specifics. If somebody's typing in beautiful mom shirt with elephants and your product is a beautiful mom shirt with elephants on it, and your first phrase of your title is beautiful mom shirt with elephants, though that may not be searched up a million times on Etsy, those 100 people who typed in that beautiful mom shirt for Etsy will find only your product because you have placed that product as a beautiful mom shirt with elephants. You placed the title beautiful mom shirt with elephants, and you make sure that you was relevant with your product so that it can actually satisfy the customer search, so that you can satisfy the customer search. Almost done here. Then we get to your questions. Competition. Go for keywords that are found in low competitive. Find keywords that are found in low popular niches, populated niches. That means just go up there and see how many search results you see. Again, just for surface level, go for things that's lower than 50,000. That's a great place to start. Go for things lower than 50,000. You get something for 3,000. You see bestsellers everywhere. That's a great place to sell. So the point here is you want to target in the beginning low competitive spaces, surface level content, specific audience, right? Narrow down your keyword with specific target audience. Again, who are you targeting? What product are you creating? Who is it for? Who would purchase this? Who would give this as a gift? And here's the last part. Test different keywords to see which ones gets views. 3 things to help you actually launch a successful Etsy shop, my friends. 3 things, all that you need. Combine your passion with what's proven. Find proven products that's in the niche, that's in your niche, and then use keywords. Use keywords to get your product sold. Again, you're proving the market, you're creating a relevant product, and you are using keywords that helps you create with the buyer in mind. That's business, right? That's general foundational business strategy. You want to create 100% with the buyer in mind. My friends, I hope that was encouraging to you as you begin your journey selling digital products online with Etsy. As promised, if you are somebody that's started on Etsy, you didn't get any sales, you're not getting any traffic, you're not getting anything, and you feel like Etsy is broken, I have a whole entire video next week that's going to share with you why your Etsy shop may seem to be broken and how to fix it. You're not getting any sales. You got products listed, not getting any sales. I'm sharing with you how you can actually fix things that are broken in your shop. Etsy is not broken, but maybe broken strategies that's not necessarily launching your potential forward. You have potential, but maybe you're using the wrong strategy to launch your products forward. I'm going to give you multiple things you can do to change that. Here's the overall point, though. If you want to know my number one secret of getting sales, your first sale online with Etsy, is this: run daily sales. You might be like, what? Run daily sales? Why not run weekly sales? Why not run monthly sales? Why not run sales that last 5 days, Jay? What's the point of me going into Etsy every morning and doing a sale that lasts 24 hours and every morning going online and doing a sale that lasts 25? What's the point of that? Well, here's the point. Daily sales offer you visual opportunity, right? Running daily sales offer you visual opportunity. This one tip helps me generate daily sales, again, because I'm running daily sales, right? If you're not running daily sales, you're losing out on sales daily. That's the point, right? If you're not running daily sales, then you're losing out on sales daily. Here's the reason why. Now in here, here's the reason why. There's 4 reasons why you need to run daily sales and how that can help. If you do all the other strategies on my videos, this one strategy can help you cross over from views to sales, from favorites to profit. Here's the first reason. Number 1, some people only search for sale items when they search on Etsy. Etsy has this little box where people can filter through search results. They can filter through price range. They can filter through free shipping if they're getting a physical product. But if you're selling a digital product, you may not have that luxury of getting identified in the filter when they do free shipping. However, people also have a filter of sales. What is on sale? And so your product won't even show up if you don't have a sale. Well, Jay, shouldn't I just run a whole month sale? And just always not necessarily the case, because there's other reasons why you should run daily sales. Here's the first point. Some people only search for sale items when they search on Etsy for a product. Number 2, daily sales provide a timer on your listing. I did a whole video on this of why you need to run daily sales. I'll show you all examples of this, but daily sales give you a timer on your listing. At the bottom of your listing, Etsy will show the customer how much time they have left before that product is out of sale, right? It's not on sale anymore. And that creates a sense of urgency. Again, when people realize that I really want that product at 70% off or 25% off, you don't gotta go that outrageous. And people say, wow, that sale is about to end in 3 hours. Let me get it. Okay, that's increasing that sense of urgency. Here's the number 3 tip. Daily sales provide a timer at checkout. Not only do you get a timer on your product listing where people click on your product because they got a sale and, oh, I realized that sale is not for a long time. They also get a timer at checkout. If they've gone that step of adding that product to the cart, Etsy increases that urgency at checkout where it matters most. If you got somebody to check out, you're halfway there. You're halfway there. And so even at checkout, it's given that sense of urgency that this product is ending soon. Check out now. That's the third opportunity that you have. Here's the fourth opportunity. And this is so cool. A lot of people don't know this. If someone, number 4, if someone adds the item to the cart, right? So they found your product on sale. They like what you got to offer. They're not really totally sold on it yet. They're still looking, still shopping. However, they added that product you had on sale for 24 hours in the cart. They might go out to lunch that day. They might go to work. They might come back and search online for products that they really enjoy, that they first found yours, but now they're getting consumed by every other person's stuff. However, if they added your product to the cart, Etsy will give a pop-up showing your product and that your sale is almost over. You have one more opportunity to be more visible with your product in you selling. Try it out, my friends, right? You do all the tips and strategies I'm sharing with you in my video. Try it out and see what happens. See how many people add to cart. Here's the overall point I want to bring to you is if you're not running sales daily, you're losing sales daily, right? If you are not running sales daily, you are losing sales daily. My encouragement to you, my friends, is to go ahead and get started. I actually have a free online step-by-step how-to guide showing you exactly how to find winning products. I will link that in my chat was already linked in my description box below. If you want a deep dive into, okay, how do I actually find winning products to sell on Etsy? And if you are that person who want to go a step further, then I have a mini course coming up very soon that's going to give you a live demo. That means everything I talked about, I'm giving you a live demo, a click by click, step by step. This is how you do it. Come do this also with me. I give you a live, I give you a full out mini course teaching you how to launch your first digital product. I teach you where I find my elements. I teach you how I design them. I teach you how to create them, how you need to save them, how you need to deliver them, and what strategies you need to do to implement on those products so that you can make your first sale in less than 30 days. I know you can do it because I have done it. And so I have done on a brand new shop. Like if you watch my community tabs, I have a brand new shop, less than 20 items. However, I'm getting consistent sales every single day because I'm showing you that you can start now and start making income now on a brand new shop that has literally only 4 reviews because they came recently in the last 2 weeks. But the whole point is I was making consistent sales with only 1 review. You were able to do the same thing too. If you want to check that out, then I'll leave all of those wonderful things in my description box below. Maybe you already have a digital product and you're just trying to figure out, okay, how can I make my digital product stand out? How can I make it look amazing? Have multiple people who already purchased my Etsy mock-up listings. If you're already at that stage where you're creating digital products, but you feel like, you know what, I don't have nothing to showcase my product. Someone asked the question, how can I make sure no one steals my product? Well, placing them in a mock-up is a great way to do that, because if someone just upload their digital product, somebody can right click, copy and paste, save it, and they have your whole digital printable. However, the reason why we use mockups is twofold. Yes, to communicate the value of the product to the customer, but it's also a way to protect your asset, to protect your file. And so if you are selling printables, that's a great way to do that. If you are selling digital content where you're giving a file away, then we can talk about how we can secure those files as well. This is on sale right now at the end of today's video if you want to check this out. Also, our new product that we're talking about today is how do I go through this whole planning? That's great, Jay. You talked about products and bestsellers and keywords and titles, and now what's the next step? If you want to go that next step, then this is a great product for you because it helps you plan out your digital product. It goes over your target keyword, your competitors' keywords. It shows with you the potential of what you can earn from this. It shows your product release date. That means you put a date of when you're going to list this product. And so it gives you that accountability. Let's list this product. Let's not just leave on ideas, but leave on action. And so this 6-page interactive PDF. That means you can type in here, erase, copy, paste, print out, save 6 full pages of you learning how to plan my next outstanding product. Again, my friends, these are the things that I have for you to go ahead and get started. If you found any value in today's video, my friends, let me know by hitting a like down below. And again, my friends, my overall goal with today's live free training is just get started, right? There's so many opportunities you have to really change your financial future. Again, you might be in debt. You might got some medical bills you want to take care of. You might want to just leave that other job or that 3rd job or that 4th job so you can be more at home with your family, and creating passive income online is the way to do that. And the best place, I have made passive income online in multiple places. However, I believe the best place for you to make passive income online, the quickest, easiest way for you to get a quick win, is to sell digital products on Etsy. And that's why this video is here. I want you to go ahead and start. So as always, my friends, I'm going to tackle some of the questions today. But if that's all your time today, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you, and I want you to go ahead and be successful. As always, my friends, I will see you in the next video. And if you are still with me today, thank you so much for being here. We're going to talk about some of your questions. So we're going to do our live Q&A for about 10 minutes, 7 minutes, 5 minutes. I'm going to go back, scroll up here. If you want to have your question answered, now is a great time to go ahead and put that on there. Thank you so much for those who gave the super chat away. Super excited about that. I'm trying to get my questions up here as we're live today, so that everyone can see the questions that I'm talking about. And if you want to chime in, then go ahead and chime in. So let's go ahead and get this back up. And if you have a question, my friend, let me know by hitting the like or dropping your question down below, and then we'll scroll up. We'll scroll up and try to get these questions on the screen. Now that my chat feature is here, let's get this up and going. Okay, so this is what we're talking about live, right? We are live here today, and so we're trying to get everything up. So let's go ahead and get it up together. All right, here we go. Questions on the screen. Let's get started. Let's go all the way back. Somebody gave a super chat. Thank you so much for the woman who doesn't exist, but you exist, to me, for giving a $2 super chat. Thank you so much for that. Let's get this up a little bit bigger so we can actually see what's going on in the chat. All right, very cool. So here we are. Let's deal with some of these questions. If you have any questions, now is a great time to go ahead and learn from us. Let's go to all the way up here just to answer some questions that we have. Again, Capri is with us today. So happy that Capri is watching along with us, and we'll get to some of your questions as well. So Capri asked the question, how do you avoid your digital products, right? How do you avoid your digital work from being stolen and resold? That's the difficult thing with Capri, with digital products, is that unfortunately people can download your digital product and resell it. Etsy has taken some measures to identify listings that are copycats, and you are able to, if you see a listing that is an exact replica of yours, you can go in and actually shoot a message to Etsy and say, hey, this thing is posted up and it's mine. Here's the proof. I posted my stuff first and somebody stole my stuff. And so can you take this down, or can I open up some type of help with this? You can get this taken down. So people have done that before. People actually have certain search phrases copyrighted, right? And so even if you use a copyrighted phrase, then that can be taken down as well. And so you got to be careful about what phrases you use. But I think there's more in favor for you if somebody's trying to sell your digital work on Etsy. If they're trying to sell it on their own website, then maybe you don't have as much play in that. But here's the overall point. People will know you by your art design if you're selling things like that, and the best products always sell. The other thing I want to say with that too is that people don't know the product research you're doing. They don't know the sales tactics that you're doing. Just because they have the same product as yours don't mean they're going to buy theirs. They're going to buy yours. And especially if yours already have a lot of sales, a lot of favorites, a lot of reviews, and is a bestseller, you know, we want to go with something that's proven and what people are agreeing to as far as their reviews and things like that. So I wouldn't necessarily worry about that. I would say just keep on creating and keep on designing, and you will realize that people will learn who you are and they'll support you in your shop. And you will be surprised that your followers will even let you know if something like that happens. So you gotta be just aware of those things. But great question. Let's see, do we have any other questions? Yeah, somebody mentioned this about graphic design. This Capri as well. Yeah, graphic design Capri. You can actually find great artwork. I can pull it up here in a minute. Creative Fabrica. If somebody don't mind, go ahead and just leave that in the chat below. If you know Creative Fabrica, go ahead and put that in there. And I'll try to give you my particular promotional so you can get that for $1 in the month. That means you're able to start off with Creative Fabrica for $1, man, and you get crazy designs that can actually help you sell online with Etsy. But if you're not savvy with, you know, digital products and creating your own design and trying to create things from a space that really looks good, then go ahead and jump on Creative Fabrica, where you are able to get multiple designs. You can change your own, and I'll leave that in the chat right now. Again, this is an affiliate link. Affiliate basically means that, you know, they will give me a little small kickback, just as a way to say thank you for sending you their way. However, it is at no cost to you because you're just paying for your service. However, they give me a commission for me telling you about them. So that's the link I'm giving to you in my chat. Again, they don't have this offer right now from what I've seen. However, if you click that link, then you can actually get that for $1. So if you're not creative savvy, design savvy, then Creative Fabrica is a great place for you to go ahead and get started. All right. Hopefully I answered that question. Sable says she's watching from Ohio. So shouting out Sable from Ohio today. I think I dealt with Romaine's question already, but he asks, do you make your design yourself or do you have a VA? Again, to answer that question for those who might be joining me live now, I create all of my designs myself. However, I also combine designs that are already made from Creative Fabrica, and I'll share with you in a video how to actually alter those designs to actually come up with a design that is your own. And so I'm in the process of hiring a VA right now, someone to help me virtually list my products, because I'm on back order right now with my products. I got multiple products that are already done, but the process of listing on Etsy and mockups and things like that, those things I found in my business takes me time. So I have created a system to help me do that faster. However, again, we are only one individual in one day, and so I need help with that. So I am in the process right now, actually talking with somebody right now, of helping me take care of that workload. iPhone 11 asked a question that I want to kind of talk about a little bit more. She says, are you selling the same products on both your Etsy shop and Wix? And the answer is no. I'm selling a different product on my Wix shop that I'm getting multiple sales on. That's different from my Etsy shop. And the whole point here is that the product is not what's special. It's understanding what people want and aligning what they want with what you are able to produce. And the overall point of business is solving a problem. And so in both areas, on my personal Wix shop and then on my Etsy shop, I have 3 Etsy shops. The reason why I'm able to get sales is I'm just simply solving a problem, and I identified the people's pain point, and I'm delivering on what they're asking for. And I'm identifying the trends, I'm identifying what's popular, and I'm creating things that are proven to sell, the various things, same things I'm teaching you. So it's not a special product, but it's the foundational strategies and tips I'm talking about in today's video. If you have a question, just drop it in the chat, because I'm coming your way. Wheezy, hope I'm saying that right. Wizzy17 says, what if I don't have design skills? Again, Creative Fabrica is the place for you if you don't know how to design things. Again, don't let that stop you from creating things though, right? Jump on in and just learn as you go, but don't let, you not being a graphic designer keep you from creating things. Watch my videos. I teach you exactly how to create things not from scratch, but from a place where you're able to just change a few things, and you have your own product. Uh, Sable said, just coming back on the chat here. Sable says, that's what's stopping me from selling on Etsy. I was making things that wasn't enjoyable for me to make, and I get it. I understand it, right? She's kind of going back to what we talked about, creating from your passion, as I put some music on to hopefully make the mood a little bit easier for us to enjoy. Hopefully it's not that loud. I know it's probably crazy loud right now. I definitely apologize. I'm so sorry about that. But the overall point here, bring this up a little bit, is we want to create things that are tied to our passion, because at the end of the day, you're going to have more motivation to create what you enjoy. And if you don't enjoy it, then it's going to be work for you that you made from home. But you don't want that. You want to create something that is enjoyable for you and that you were able to actually learn from and to grow in and say, this is what I enjoy, whether I get a sale or not. Of course, the goal is to get a sale, but you're able to succeed because you actually enjoy what you do. Isn't that the old phrase? He who finds what he enjoys never work a day in their lives, right? So that's the overall point with that. All right, let's keep moving on, my friends. Moving on. If you have any questions, let me know before we close out today. If you don't have any questions, then I think we're ending for today. iPhone 11 says, now I have some homework to do. Yeah, go ahead, take all this stuff back with you and learn and grow. Because the more you do, the more you learn, and just you learn as you go. To be quite honest with you, it is your journey that you're taking, and you are definitely going to be successful. Again, yep, Creative Fabrica is the place where you want to go, as well as Creative Market is a great place for you to sell as well. Just want to definitely see if I get to everybody's questions before we end today. So we're kind of having that extended time. However, if you have any questions, now's the time to put it in. Because you have my full attention right now. You got any questions about what I talked about, or just you had a problem with your Etsy shop and you feel like, hey, this ain't working, or maybe you have a question about starting, or share out with us, because this is definitely where you're able to grow and learn together. So I do want to give you my time before I end today in our Q&A time for those who are with us today. Let's deal with some more questions here. All right, so somebody asked a question. Capri. That's Capri. Okay, Capri asked a question. She says, Jay, says, I know you are planning. It says, are you actually, am I? Or, I know. Are you planning on teaching large in-person audiences how to purposefully profit in the world on Etsy? I can't read this right. Can you on whatever stage you choose? Yeah. So definitely, if you want to, contact me on my personal email in my description box below, and you have a virtual thing that you want to do, I can definitely have a conversation about that. But that's my passion, man. My passion is helping people. When I hear people working in a job that they don't like, or maybe they got to go home because their kids are sick, or maybe a loved one is in a nursing home, or life happens, right? And so sometimes our 9-to-5 jobs don't understand that. Hopefully the blessing is you're at a space where people understand that. But sometimes you may be in a space where people don't understand that, people don't value that. And so what, you're going to juggle family and job at the same time? No, you want to do what is most important. And owning your own business and getting started with Etsy gives you the opportunity to create passive income. So I love talking about that. I love teaching about that, because it's the place where you are able to see what's possible. So now you can dream a little bit more. People can't dream because they're tired from the 9-to-5 job. If you don't like your 9-to-5 job, I'm not downplaying 9-to-5. If you love your 9-to-5, that's a blessing from God. But the point is, some people can't dream because they're just tired from the day. And so what's cool about making passive income online is that you're able to make some money without necessarily showing up. And if you do it right, it can be money that can match and be more than the average 9-to-5 job in America. So yeah, definitely want to talk to me about that. We can definitely jump on a live call and see what you have available. But that's my passion. If you can't hear it by now, that's my passion, which I know, Capri, you do, because you've been with me for a while. So I thank you for being here with me, Capri. Let's keep moving on, my friend. Any questions, drop it in the chat. We're coming to you. We're just going down the line, coming to you. Capri says, do you do any interviews? We can work that out, Capri. And Capri asks, are you using StreamYard? No, I'm not using StreamYard, Capri. I'm actually using a program called OBS for my PC. And along with some great, wonderful, helpful YouTubers, I set this up so I can get my little words on the screen, which I can actually make a whole lot bigger so we can see this. Got my words on the screen so people can be involved in the content that we're talking about today. So no, I'm not using StreamYard. This is actually totally free what I'm using from the wonderful friends that I learned from the YouTube community. David, what's going on, David? David is with us today. David asked a question. Let's deal with David's question. I'm getting 2 to 5 views a day on various products, but getting no sales. Any tips? Thanks, man. Yeah, David, I would first ask you how many products you have, because here's the point. Etsy is a digital search-based platform. That means the more opportunities, the more products you have created, the more listings you have created, the more opportunities people can find you. And so if you only have 10 products or less than 20 products, then you're only giving people 20 opportunities to find you if each listing is a meaningful, purposeful, driven listing. And what I mean by meaningful, purposeful, driven listing is it tied to a best-selling product? Is it a product that's already proven in the market? Have you used search phrases that's tied with what people are already searching up? Have you identified design elements? Can't talk today. Like their font choice of bestsellers, their elements in bestsellers. Have you identified how bestseller items are actually mocking up their listing to attract the eye of the buyer? Again, the bestsellers are teaching us how people are stopping the scroll. So I can learn from their title, I can learn from their design elements, I can learn from how they're mocking up their bestsellers. And honestly, if I match up my product listing with the bestsellers product listing, let's be real, do I really have a space where I can compete with that? Again, they're not smarter than you. They just might be using different tactics than you that you can duplicate and then make your own. I'm not saying copy their design, but what is their sale tactics? Are they using daily sales? Look at their reviews and see what people are saying about their product. There's going to be some places where, yes, they climbed that mountain and they got it right. And the customer will talk about that. I love how this product was in this size. I love how I'm able to use this program to change my product. Or those bestsellers might have some gaps. This was a great product. However, I wish it was in this size. And so what you're able to do is identify what's winning and identify the gaps. And therefore, you allowed the bestsellers to do all the work for you. They did all the work for you by identifying what works, getting keywords for you, getting actual sales that you can learn from the mouths of people that purchase those items. And then you gather all that data, take it back to your computer, and now you're able to create something not out of thin air, but based upon data. So what I can tell you is, if you're only getting 2 to 5 views, how many listings how many listings you have up? Are those listings purposeful, driven listings tied to tactics and strategies I teach you on my videos? And are you using all the sale tactics like running daily sales to get those things found in search? I hope that helps you out a little bit about how to get those products found. Again, I'm doing a video a little bit later on about how to fix a broken Etsy shop. Of course, Etsy is not broken, but if you're not getting sales like you want, then maybe there's some things that we need to look at and needs to change. The woman who doesn't exist but exists to me says, one of the few Etsy sellers channels that actually demonstrates how to successfully sell. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate that. Question about shops says, I have a print on demand shop, but want to do more digital and templates. Should I create a different shop? And the answer is absolutely yes. Answer is absolutely yes. Because the thing is that you don't want to be a general store, right? You want to actually be a store where people can find multiple things that's tied to what they first searched. That means if I'm creating templates in the wedding niche, then somebody who clicked on one listing may not necessarily buy that listing, but they might see something else they didn't find in search that might fit more of their desire. And so when you have a niche down store and you focus on one target audience, you're able to make multiple sales in that way, because you got people coming back looking for you. The problem with selling print on demand and digital products is people don't know what else they can buy from you. And sometimes your message is not consistent, and therefore you may not necessarily get multiple sales. You might get one-off sales, but you may not get that repeated buyer. And businesses grow from repeated buyers. Think about the restaurants you go to when you are really hungry, or you got family in town. When you're traveling, what airlines do you consistently use if they are available? What theater you go to if you watch your movies? What place you go to just to buy your groceries, right? Businesses grow based upon a repeated buyer. And so you want people to come back and buy from you. You want people to know there's other things if you didn't like that thing. And creating a store around a specific niche or a particular product line, like print-on-demand products that are shirts, or print-on-demand products that are mugs, as opposed to all things print-on-demand, you're able to attract that buyer and get multiple sales. So in short, create different shops. Hopefully I answered that question. In short, create different shops. Let's see here. Any more questions here? Solving problems, the pain points. Very good. All right, let's get down to this question. Have any questions? Let me know. I'm putting the timer on. Let us know how much time we have left. So again, if you're with us, then definitely let me know, because we are going to put that timer up to let us know how much time we have left. 5 minutes on the clock before we end. So put your question in to get your question answered in 5 minutes. All right. Wizzy says, should a shop be niche with only one product, or can I have a variant? Definitely. Don't have a shop with only one product, or only one, I would say only one product. You want to have a shop that has multiple products. However, you want to focus on your niche. Now, I have seen multiple shops that focus on the nursing niche. That means they have a t-shirt for a nurse. They have tumblers for a nurse, because their focus is nurses. And so you're able to kind of juggle that a little bit if you strongly focus on a particular category or niche. However, I would say just focus on one niche and be a master of that. You can have different variants, meaning if you have a shop that is a template for business niche, just don't create one template, create multiple templates. Even in that space, you can create invoice templates. You can create thank you card business templates. But the whole point here is that you want to stay focused in a niche and give different variants of that product in that same niche. I hope that answers your question. If not, let me know. Maybe I can answer that a different way. David says, do thumbnails for digital products matter for sales? Huge. Yes, definitely. If anything, thumbnails is essential to sell digital products online, because the fact is that people don't know how to use it unless you demonstrate for them how to use it, right? We all know how to put on a shoe. We all know what a pizza is. And so if we see a picture of it, then we have experienced that before. That's a physical item, a tangible thing that we have all done, right? Buying a car, a tangible thing. Getting a bicycle, tangible thing. Clothing is a tangible thing. However, with a digital product, and you might even be saying, even with my product planner, you may look at this one image and say, I don't know necessarily how to use that. That's why I put a video in my Etsy listing so you can see fully how I use that. And so, do thumbnails for digital products matter for sales? Extremely, it does, because you communicate the value of it and actually how to use it for the customer, how the customer can use it. Let's keep moving on. David says, also, what kind of products are good for Wix? All products are good for Wix. I have sold physical products. I have sold digital products. All products are good for Wix. I have sold services where people got some time to talk with me and to get my idea about monetizing their business. I did that early on. And so Wix is good for all physical, digital, and service-based products. So that's why I love using Wix. Says, do you have tips for finding niche? LC says, and I am not a designer. Sometimes I get stopped. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, follow this video, find popular niches that are selling, and then use Creative Fabrica to actually align those design elements, things that are proven to sell, and then recreate those things by taking some things out and putting some things in to make it your own. Again, I have a whole video on my channel that I did the other day. So that's my recent video that shows you how to actually do that. The more appealing the thumbnail, the more the clicks. Yes, you have to stop that scroll, right? The reason why people don't click on you, it's not because your product is horrible, but you may not necessarily have stopped that scroll by creating an engaging thumbnail. That's why my 40 Etsy mockup listing goes through 40 different ways, 40 different thumbnail images you can create and cycle through to identify, okay, which one actually sold? Okay, let me test some ones out. Let me see which one's actually getting some traffic here, and we can make some things happen. That's why I have 40 of them. And if you don't want to buy 40, buy 18. But I give you different ones that you can see what works, and you can go ahead and do your own testing there. Elsie says, how do I turn those clicks into sales? I had one sale this month, getting clicks but no views. The immediate thing I can say is run a daily sale. That's the first thing I can tell you. Run a daily sale. That will immediately show you if people actually want it. There's some other things you can do as far as, strategy with thumbnails, strategy with communicating the value, strategy with, filling in that gap of bestsellers by checking out the reviews of others. So many things you can do, but the number one tip is definitely run some daily sales to see if you can convert that click over to a sale, because you're creating that sense of urgency. LC again says, do you give advice on Etsy shops? I'm very interested if you do. The answer is yes. All those wonderful things, all those wonderful paid resources are coming up in the future. And so definitely look out. Again, subscribe to the channel and definitely get on the email list so you know when those things are being dropped. Capri says, sounds like I need to let StreamYard go. I'm paying. Capri says, I need to let StreamYard go. I need the free 99 program. I hear you on that. StreamYard is good, but if you can figure out how to do it for free, that's also cool too. But I've been doing OBS for like forever, so I'm just used to OBS, but definitely understand that. And last question of the day, Romaine, hope I'm saying your name right. Roman says, put your name on the screen here, then we're in for the day. Any more questions? You can get one more in before I end today. Do you have to be passionate about designing to succeed with this, or can you simply be passionate about research? I love the research part. I don't with the design. And what you just did there was you identify your passion. I don't have a passion with designing, but I can do research all day long. And that's your passion. You love doing research. You love figuring out what works. Your strength may not be designing. That's why we have Creative Fabrica to help along with that. And some of the best Etsy sellers are, I would say respectfully, the worst designers, because that's not their passion. They can still make money and be great at selling, but you have to identify what your strength, your skill sets. That's what we talked about in the beginning of this video, and identify what you do well and the things that you don't do well in. If you have the income to do it, you have somebody else who specializes in it to do it, or you learn how to do it yourself until you have enough revenue to give that to somebody else. Again, team wins. That's the goal here. Team wins. And the more people you have on your team with different passions, they fill in the gap of what you don't necessarily enjoy. And that's what I'm doing in my own business. I don't necessarily enjoy going through the process of listing. I love designing. I love doing research, but the listing part is, I guess, daunting in some respects, because you're just putting in information. So if I can find somebody to put the information in for me, then I'm gonna pay them, in which we're in the process of doing that now. Last question. Let's go, David. Last question of the day. How many products at a minimum should I have in my store? I have 10 digital products. Great question, which I find people say all the time. People throw up numbers all the time, 150. I think Etsy even said, 100 listings. I would say have a goal to create a system where you are able to create meaningful listings. Here's the fear and here's the trouble that sometimes people get into. They say, I have to have 100 listings to start making some money. Not necessarily the case. I have, a review shop that has 1,000 listings and not generating passive income monthly, or at least not enough that matches their listing. The point here is that you want to create meaningful listings. And so how you are able to create meaningful listings is go through everything I taught you in this video and more said, create a system where you are able to create multiple listings in one setting. The goal here, however, is to have as much meaningful listings as possible. And if you have multiple meaningful listings, you really start seeing things change from what I can see when you have about 40 to 50 products. I'm kind of loosely saying that because I have 20 products, 19 in my shop right now that's generating consistent sales. However, I know if I list more, right? If I list more meaningful products, then I'm able to gain more because I have more opportunities for people to find me. So to answer your question in short, I have 10 digital products. The first thing I would ask you is, let's identify those digital products and determine if they are meaningful products. Have they received any favorites lately? Have they received any sales lately? Have they received any views lately? What is the condition of those 10 products? And then if they're not doing well, then I would say set a goal to make 10 meaningful products. Because when you set a goal to make 10 meaningful products, you're going to see what it's going to take to do product research. You're going to see what it takes to do the right mock-up images. You're going to, it's going to take you through that journey of, okay, now my eyes are aligning with the elements that people are using. That font is being, showed up a lot on best-selling items. That particular element is being showed up, or that particular style, right? That particular style. I'll just tell you right now, one of the styles that's selling well in the teacher niche is rainbow teacher life shirts. I would have not known that if I didn't do my product research to identify, okay, teacher shirts are doing well, but which ones are doing well? Oh, the rainbow teacher life shirts. Okay, let me create my own. And I have taught you how to do that in my recent video. So make those meaningful. David coming in with the last question before we end. We are in overtime, my friends, but that's okay. I'm a web developer. So they are website templates, social media templates, and email signatures. Yeah. Let me just share this with you very quickly before I close out today. You know what's so pretty cool about Etsy, again, is that you can sell all those type of things. And one of the areas that's actually selling well is Canva websites. Did you know Canva sell websites? Canva websites. And you can go on Etsy right now and search up Canva websites, and Canva will actually allow you to create website templates that you can sell on Etsy. And so if you are into that space and you're like, you know what, I want to check out some things that I believe can be helpful to me, and I know my screen is going to look really weird here, so let me fix it, then we'll close out our time, because David had one more question that I think can be beneficial to a lot of people. Let's put it back on the screen here. There we go. All right, sharing my screen with you. So what I did was I typed in here Canva website, and if you notice, same thing I'm teaching you, right? Canva website template, Canva website banner, and on and on and on and on. I got some Chrome extensions that's sharing with me some extra things here. But if I go to Canva website template, David, I can see here that, okay, it's only 5,000 people or so coming up for this. Next thing I want to see is how many bestsellers are in this space. Do I see multiple bestsellers here? And some of these things you got to go into and actually kind of see. But I do. I see one here. I see one here. That's more so Shopify, but that's with Canva Pro, maybe creating a Canva template for Shopify. The point here is that this space is selling. I can go here and identify more bestsellers, because not every bestseller is shown here. Here's another bestseller as well. But the point here is that, Canva templates or Canva website templates are something that you can actually create in Canva and actually sell right now. And it is a low competitive space. We already seen that it's getting searched up, and I can search up different phrases that can attract different people. But the whole point here is there a market for it? And the answer is yes. And so the goal here is to figure out, okay, but what type of websites do people want? Well, some people might want a course sales page. Okay, well, let me focus on creating course sale pages. Again, this is a star seller with only 8 reviews, hot on the market. Okay. Sale page funnels. This is just a website template for Canva. So you just have to go in here and do your due diligence and say, you know what, people may not necessarily want an all around website for Shopify. However, maybe they want a coaching template they can use for their coaching business, and let me use all of my passions and my skill sets to create Canva template coaching sell pages where I'm able to show up in a market just like this one, right? And get this out of the way, in a market where I'm able to actually show up, because there's not that many people here. And to be quite honest with you, I use Canva all the time, and this is actually something that is booming right now in Canva in regards to Canva offering people the option to do templates. So hopefully that was encouraging to you. Thank you so much, David, for having that question, my friends. If you found anything valuable today, again, let me know in the chat down below. If you got any aha moments, if you got any encouragement today, then let me know as well. Hopefully in today's video, you got some encouragement as well as some tips and strategies of what you need to do next. As always, my friends, if you like content like this, consider subscribing to my channel. Also, check out my link very shortly at the end of this video where you get first dibs on the mini course that's coming out. So I definitely want to give that to you if you want a more step-by-step guide in how to do this, click by click, step by step, how to get started. As always, my friends, I hope that you got some encouragement today. Be blessed. God loves you. And as always, my friends, I will see you in the next video. In today's video, I want to teach you how